What's up guys, Parker Panda here, welcome back to another video. Today I actually have a chess video, and I know I've never done a chess video before, but I really enjoy chess if you don't know this, and if you don't know anything about chess, I recommend learning about it, going to chess.com, playing a little bit. It's pretty fun. It might look a little complicated, but I promise it's not. It's really fun once you get the hang of it. And yeah, we're going to be doing a video today on a match that I just had against the level 11 bot. Now, me and Swiftflix, if you're aware of who that is, me and Swift have had, I guess, I don't really know, I kind of just invented it. It's called the bot race, alright? And it's not really a race, it's just, you go up, you start at level 1 bot, you go up to level, if you beat that, you go to level 2, you go to level 3. Basically, you go up all the levels of bots until you get to level 25, and when you win, you can go to the next bot. So I beat every bot up to level 11, alright? Now Swift is doing the challenge as well, so he also got to level 11, and what we both realized is level 11 is really freaking hard at our level, so we have been stuck on level 11 for a few days, alright? And the other day I got super close with my blunder at the end. But yeah, me and Swift are basically both stuck on level 11, trying to beat it. And guys, today I finally beat the level 11 bot, and it was insane, guys. It was insane. So, we are going to be reviewing that game right now. I'm going to be walking you through, telling you sort of what I was thinking with every move, and yeah, we're going to be doing as I say. So, we will start off. I am white, so I move pawn up. I'm doing a London system opening, so he gets his knight out, pawn up. Alright, London system. He castles early, so I get my bishop out of there. He moves his pawn up to attack the bishop. I move the bishop back, and then he gets his knight out. I castle, and he continues to push pawns. You know, just development. No piece has been taken yet. Alright, now he moves his bishop out there. So I move my pawn. Right now what he's doing is he's threatening the knight, but if he takes the knight, then I just take back. So I mean, it's still kind of an L for me because, you know, then I get an open file on the king where the king is. So I mean, that's kind of an L for me, but I just push up the pawn to threaten the bishop. I mean, probably not the best idea. I probably should have figured out a way to get out of this little screwed up situation right here. But I just, because right now, this is a good move by him. Because if I move the knight, it takes my queen. Easy. But so I can't move the knight. The knight's pinned right here because, you know, the queen's the second most valuable piece other than the king. So I can't move the knight right there. So that's pretty good by him. And then, obviously, he takes. I take with the queen. So I could have taken with the pawn. But I saw that I could take with the queen, so I just took with the queen, and he's safe there. I'm sorry to assume your gender. She's safe there. So he moves the knight up. I take with the knight. He pushes a pawn up. He could have taken me, I guess, but I would have taken with the queen. I take with the pawn again. Take. Huge freaking trade here. Huge trade. I think I was one pawn up on that trade, so I think that was a good trade for me. So he moves his queen out there. And alright. So this is where I start set up, alright? I have these rooks down here. I move the rook to the open file. He pushes his pawn up. I just take the pawn. I don't 100%. Oh yeah, okay. So he can't, that was sort of a bait. He pushes that, so I take it, and then he can take the pawn, so it's kind of a bait. But when he does that, this is what is called a queen trade. So he's offering a trade right now. And what that is basically, it's my turn. I could take his queen, and then he takes my queen. So it's a queen trade. I don't really want to do that. I like my queen. I think he's up on pieces. I'm not sure. But, yeah, I don't really want to do that. He'd have better development with his knight. So I don't really want to do that. So I move my queen out of the way, and this is where it gets good, guys. I move my queen right here with the bishop defending it. So this is called a battery, and what a battery is it's a with the queen and a bishop. I think queen and a bishop. I guess it could be bishop and bishop. I don't know, but It's a queen and a bishop, and the bishop's defending it, and it's eyeing down the king. So right now, this is really good. So what it basically is I move it and checkmate the king, and the king can't take because he'll be taken by the bishop. The only problem right here is this rook. The rook can take if I move right here, so I have to figure out a way to get rid of that rook. And if you don't know anything about chess and you have no idea what I'm saying, I'm sorry, guys. If the king gets taken, that's game. So, but you have to do everything you can to protect your king and to take the other person's king. That's the basic concept of chess. So, I move my queen right there to get a battery on the king, but I figure out a way to get the rook out of the way. What he does, he takes... So, again, I'm losing pieces. I'm getting hurt. But I'm continuing. He takes his bishop right here, which I knew would happen, but I'm getting closer and closer to that checkmate. The ultimate goal is to checkmate, so I'm getting closer and closer, alright? I move the rook up right here. So, here's I'll show you what happens in a second, but here's what I was thinking. I move right here. I take the pawn. He takes. I take. It's basically a big trade, but in the end, I win because I don't win, but the king basically gets in check and he has to move back. So, right here, he moves his bishop up, I guess, to protect his king. Or his queen. I don't really know entirely what the logic was there, but oh no, I don't know. I don't get it. But this is okay. So this is good. I move my rook out to protect the other rook. So right now, he could move his queen right here and then be attacking my rook. But now the rook is protecting that rook. So I got everything is like converging right here. I've got all my pieces. I like this, guys. He's like in the corners. I mean, I think he has more pieces. Yeah, I think he has better pieces, but I like my position better right here. He's divided up in the corners. I control the center with these rooks, and I'm just converging, putting pressure on his king. So I like my position right here. And what he does it anyways. He moves his queen out to attack my rook. He can't take it because then I take with my rook, and then it's a really good trade for me. So he does that. I just take. I go for it. I go for the big trade. I take. He takes with the rook, obviously. I take with my queen, put him in check. He has to move back. So right now I'm happy. I'm a happy boy right now. Just backed him up into the corner, further putting pressure onto him. I move my rook up, defending my queen even more. Of course, it's still defended, because before it was defended with the rook, but, you know, it's dead. So, it's still defended with the queen, though. So if he takes, I take his queen. Again, amazing trade for me. So, he moves his rook out, I guess to defend the pawn, but I just take this pawn anyways. And then he moves his rook right there. So, undefending his pawn. I think he's trying to get some sort of check right here. So that's what he was thinking there. I just take the pawn, another pawn. He moves his knight. I take another pawn. I'm just freeloading on these pawns right here, just completely massacring these little tiny pieces, just completely destroying them. And he moves, puts me in check. And this is where I got scared, guys. This is where I started to get scared, because as you can see, only place I can move is right here. And right here, he's got his bishop and his queen just fully unlocked. I mean, I've got pawns defending most of it, so you can't really move him down. But he's got all this on lock, so I am scared right now. I get scared. I'm like, oh no, this could be bad. So I move into the corner. It's the only place I can move. So he moves his bishop, putting me into check again. There's only one thing I can do here. Move the pawn up. So what he does now, this is, again, a queen trade. So when he moved this bishop out of the way, he's eyeing down my queen, but I can't do anything about it because I'm in check. I have to move my king, or, you know, it's the only thing I can do, basically. So he takes my queen. I take his queen. Right there. I lost the bishop. So, yeah. Now I don't have that bishop anymore. Yeah. So that's a trade right there, but now my pawns are stacked. He moves his king up to put pressure on my rook. I move my rook away. He further puts pressure on my rook. I move my rook away again. He just keeps going my rook, so I just get him out of the way. Just, dude, screw off. He moves right there. I am pushing my pawns up. As I said, I want to get them to the other side of the board. Check. I move. He moves back. Keep pushing my pawns up. Moves his bishop there. I keep pushing my pawns up. He takes a pawn, whatever, one pawn out of a billion. Puts me in a check again. So this is where I started to get scared again, guys, because it's getting really close to mate. But I move there. He just takes the pawn. So I move there. Rook. I think this is a pretty good move. Rook. It's putting pressure onto his bishop. So basically, I'll take his bishop next round if he doesn't do anything about it. He retreats. He moves his bishop away. I continue pushing my pawns up. I keep doing it. He puts me into check. I move. I'm not backing down, guys. I gotta get those pawns on the other side of the board. So he and this is where it gets crazy, guys. He moves his rook to the other side. I know there's only one thing I can do, and it's to make a sacrifice here. He moves his rook in the way. I take the rook. He takes. I move my rook up here, and if you've never played chess, this might look really complicated, but I move my rook. Basically, there's a trade here. I move. He's got to move out of the way. I do another queen. I take. He's got nothing left. He's got a pawn and the king. So right here, this is where I know I win. This is where I already know I win. Nothing you can do with the pawn and the king. So this is golden right here, guys. It went from like freaking screwed over to completely golden right here, guys. And I had to sacrifice 2 pawns / queens to do it, but it was worth it in the end. Very worth it. So obviously, I just want to make sure I win. I could probably checkmate him right here, but I gotta make sure I win. So I'm gonna continue pushing my pawns up. I move my king over, take with my king. He can't take this pawn because it's defended by the rook, obviously. So I continue pushing pawns, king's defending, rook's defending, everyone's being defended. I get a queen, and right here, obviously I could checkmate very easily. I just want to make sure because, again, I blundered very hard one time. I want to make sure that doesn't happen again, but right here, it is over. Checkmate. Level 11 bot destroyed. Now I move on to level 12. And I just had to get this video out there because it was so crazy. I was so excited when I finally beat this freaking terrorist bot. This horrifying creature. And I'm moving on to level 12 now. So thank you for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. And if you liked the video, make sure to like the video. If you didn't like the video, you know what? Why don't you go ahead and like the video anyways? And goodbye.